Final point, the end of liberal hegemony. You remember what John said to you very early in the talk? I said that you could only have liberal hegemony in unipolarity, because in unipolarity, the sole pole, which is the United States, does not have to worry about great power politics, because by definition, you can't have great power politics when there's only one great power. Well, we are now transitioning out of unipolarity into multipolarity. This is very clearly reflected in a document on the country's national security strategy that the White House issued in December of 2017, and then the Pentagon in January of 2018 issued a similar document on our national security strategy. And both these documents make it clear that multipolarity is here, that unipolarity is over with, and great power politics is what we're going to be mainly concerned with in the future. And that has to do with, one, the rise of China, which I think for all of you young people in the audience will be the most important issue of your lifetime. And then the second issue is the resurrection of Russian power after Putin came to office in 2000. Russia is a declining great power. You don't want to overestimate Russian power, right? China is the real threat to the United States here. But nevertheless, the Russians are back, and the Russians have thousands of nuclear weapons, and they can cause us a lot of trouble, and we are at loggerheads with them over the Ukraine crisis. So we want to pay them serious attention. But what I'm saying to you here is that I think with the coming of multipolarity, liberal hegemony will go away. Now, if I'm wrong and we remain in a unipolar world because the Chinese rise doesn't continue and Russia begins to fall apart again, and we are once again the unipole, then we're back to arguing against liberal hegemony and making the case for restraint. But I don't think that people like me are going to have to make the case for restraint in the future, in large part because of the rise of China. I would say, and this is my concluding point, that I have very mixed emotions about that. On one hand, I welcome the rise of China and the resurrection of Russian power because it means that liberal hegemony is going away. But on the other hand, what it means is that the United States is now facing a potential peer competitor. And I think all things considered, I'd rather have liberal hegemony as a problem to deal with rather than have China and Russia as twin problems to deal with. Thank you. Thank you.